Friends, I wanted to pair Isamaya Beauty's Core Collection Lip Liner in Liberica with several of my beige lipsticks that I have in my lipstick collection. And I had already tried this shade in my first impressions review. I had tried it again with a beige-like color from my Suqqu Sheer Matte Lipstick lineup and loved how Liberica grunged up that shade and led me to wonder, can I use Liberica to grunge up a lot of my nude shades that I have not worn because the color wasn't right, it was too warm, something was off about it. I had to bring you along for the ride and now combine Liberica with all these beige-like lipsticks. So if you're wondering about the shade, how it acts with a lot of these lipsticks that maybe you have in your collection or maybe similar shades, then please keep on watching. Just to show, Liberica is described to be a medium black. It has a cool undertone and by itself I just think is beautifully unique. Here it is on the lip by itself. You can see on the lip it takes on a cooler quality about it. The first shade I wanted to pair this with is from Hourglass's, let's see here, the Unlocked Matte. I forgot the official name, but I have it in the shade Peony, and Peony is quite warm on its own. But oh, how Liberica just brought down like that peachy beige hue to it when on its own. It looked odd on me, and I know, listen, I have Lisa's pencils that are more brown leaning that I could have paired that with, but I like Liberica in the undertone where it offers a little bit of that coolness that just balances the overall look on my lip, and it doesn't look odd, especially when blending it all together. Like now I could wear Peony and I can't even imagine how beautiful Tonka and Geisha are, the other shades in Isamaya's lip liners, but Liberica is like a magic wand. My goodness. Next up is Gucci's Penny Beige. Penny Beige already was one of my most favorite nude shades in my collection. I had spoken about it years ago. It is still a favorite, but with Liberica now is absolutely perfect. I think the shade Liberica offers a natural contour to my lip that works beautifully with a lot of these nude types of beiges. The Penny Beige shade is there, but with Liberica, it just kind of, again, it gives it structure and just a beautiful shape to my lip. Next up is Susan Nude from Gucci. Susan Nude is cooler than Penny Beige. From this combination, I think it will appear a lot more taupe, cooler leaning overall, but again, Liberica added more structure to it. It gave it some shadowing, if you will, and I think just works beautifully well with the undertone in Susan Nude. And I have Charlotte's Beautifying Trends palette on right now. This combination with the taupe shadows that I have, or just the one matte I have through my crease and one of the diamond shades on the lid, I'm ready to go. Where's the party? Where's the event? We're ready. Next up is a Dries Van Noten lipstick in number 14. The Dries Van Noten 14 is more of like a mauve-y type of a taupe shade. And oh my gosh, with Liberica, it just definitely gave it a little more smoke and structure. It still goes well with the shadow I have on, but woo-wee. And I have to wear this color more often, but sometimes when wearing it on its own, that more mauve tone about it just looked out of place, especially if I didn't have anything else on the eyes or on the cheeks. But definitely with Liberica, it's giving it a little more body to the color, and especially if I pair it with the smokier taupey shadows. Yes. Point on the scoreboard, please. Next up is Lisa's Velvet Fawn. As suspected, beautiful combination. Velvet Fawn definitely leans a little more like almost pink beige on me. And depending on, I don't know, what I have on the cheeks and on the eyes, I can wear Velvet Fawn on its own. Unfortunately, I can't find, I think it's Velvet Decade, the more brown leaning color from the Velvet lineup. But Liberica just puts it right on target for me and my complexion. It gives it a little more smoke, and I can only imagine another color from Isamaya's lip liners would do even better than Liberica, because I'm thinking Tonka again, but even the warmer tones I thought were interesting, that they had a something unique about those warmer undertones that I have not seen in liners or have swatched in liners, and I cannot wait to try them in store. But this, my gosh, I love, this is a great combination. Liberica is saving my lipstick nude collection that I sometimes have a hard time wearing because I love the idea of like a beige nude, and again, yes, the Lisa lip liners have helped tremendously too, but sometimes I don't want a brown liner. I want something with contouring ability, but not brown. That's not just neutral, but a little cool tone, but would still work on someone with my complexion. Sign me up. Now from the Suqqu Moisture Glaze Miyabi collection in shade 11. Now the Suqqu Glaze is a shinier lip formula. It's going to take in more of Liberica in terms of texture, and it's not going to have that much of a distinct looking gradient like it does with the matte formulas I tried with, or even the satin formulas, for instance, like with what exists in the Gucci lipsticks. But that plummy mauve tone from 11 in the Moisture Glaze with Liberica gave it a little more of a cooler undertone, and again, more structure to the lip. So although I can't see Liberica distinctly like I can with other examples I showed, I still love the overall look because it gave it, or rather 11, more shading, which I think looks beautiful on the lip, especially if I wanted to commit to this color story here. Another Moisture Glaze shade from Suqqu, but now in 01. Compared to the Miyabi shade, 01 is more of like that true to beige color, a little bit of cinnamon in there. I think that's how they described it, I can't recall. And takes on the same characteristics when combining a glossier, more balm-like formula with a drier lip liner. I do like how Liberica gives it a little more smoke, for sure, because 01 on its own on my complexion is beautiful. I've worn this before. It's an easygoing shade that I could throw on for every day, but nice to have a little more of like that distinction and to still have that beige shade show through from the center of my lip. And because it is lighter than number 11, you can see more of a gradient there with the combination. And now Propa Beauty's Finesse. Propa Beauty's Finesse reminds me of Gucci's Penny Beige in that it has like a warm beige tone to it, but like that combination, I adore how Liberica brings everything together. Again, repeating myself at this point, I appreciate the contouring effects from Liberica with this more warmer beige shade. But Finesse is one of the nudes in my collection that I can wear solo. I think it's beautiful solo, and I understand the need, or sometimes the choice one would make in wearing a beige type of a lipstick solo without any type of lip liner, because that lighter color lip I think looks beautiful with a smokier eye. That's definitely one way you can go. Yes, I know I've been gushing over the fact that these warmer beiges look great with a color like Liberica, but I also get how a standalone beige shade could look beautiful as well. And now Lisa's Baume Embrace in Sweet Fig. This acts similarly to the Moisture Glaze with the glossier type of a formula of a finish. It's going to pull in a little more of the color from Liberica and not look like that gradient effect as it does when paired with a more matte finish lipstick. You could probably see more of my lip color here because Sweet Fig, a beautiful shade and one that I would wear solo also, definitely is like my lips but a little more mute brown leaning in terms of the color on top of my more pink leaning lip color. But Liberica definitely gives it a little more smoke. It gives it a little more glam for sure, because now this looks like a dedicated lipstick combo, and if you didn't know this was a balm type of a product, I think you would believe it was a lipstick combination with a lip liner. So that's interesting. Liberica definitely elevated Sweet Fig for me, and a combination I would wear again 100%. And lastly, we have Seba from What's Up Beauty. Out of all the lipsticks I tried so far, Seba definitely has more of like a rose beige tone to it, and it looks more distinctly pink on its own, which is why I feel pairing it with Liberica was a great choice. Now it has a little more smoke, it has a little more grounding to the color. I would compare this to Peony from the Hourglass lipstick, where that color by itself looked a little too pinky beige on me, almost like perhaps more peachy, I think is the better color to compare this with or describe this color, the category, right? The peachier beiges on their own don't sit well with my complexion, but if I paired it with something like Liberica or even another lip liner like Tonka or Gesha, I could only imagine how beautiful those will look with a color like Seba. But this combination I can do. I feel more comfortable wearing this lipstick with Liberica. Again, gave it a little more structure, grounded the color overall, and just I feel could pair this combination with more eyeshadow looks as well. And before we wrap, I just wanted to show Lisa's Shape and Sculpt 2N with Hourglass's Peony, because I think the warmer brown shade has an entirely different effect on the look, and why I appreciate Liberica in providing a smokier, just more cool tone combination to these peachier beigey shades that I have. And it's beautiful, no doubt, right? But because of the brown, it's almost enhancing the peachier undertone and just pulling in a little more warmth, whatever warmth exists in my complexion, because I definitely lean neutral, to work with that coloring. But Liberica makes it more interesting to me, because now with that medium black shade, it like mutes that peachy undertone more, which sometimes I like. This combination will pair well with shadows like from Natasha Denona's bronze palette, or just warmer shadows in general. But if I wanted to wear Peony with cooler tone eyeshadows, or just more muted beigier shades on the cheeks, then I would pair Peony with Liberica. So this has just opened my eyes to more possibilities and combinations that I can create in my own collection, and also has encouraged me to wear more of these shades, these peachier beiges that I had a hard time wearing solo. And yes, although I had the lip liner to help with the coloring, Liberica is just in a league of all its own. Yes, I wasn't mind blown with the texture, because the lip liner formula itself is something I've already encountered with Lisa's lip liners, with MAC lip liners in the past that I've tried. It's the color. It's the undertone that I think is wildly unique to Isamaya. And now I have an incentive to try her other lip liner shades, because I'm just impressed with Liberica and what it has done. And of course, to end the video, I had to throw back on Liberica with Hourglass's Peony, because this was one of the combinations that I love the most from our experiment today. Let me know what you think about Isamaya's lip liners and other shades you might have purchased besides Liberica. That's the only one I have. And maybe you could come up with other combinations that I didn't think about for this video. I would love to know your ideas down below. And if you made it this far, make sure you click that thumbs up. It helps me tremendously with this insatiable YouTube algorithm. And consider subscribing, because more experiments to come. And make sure you click that notification bell, so when I do drop an upload, you will know of it immediately. And if you want to check out what I recently purchased from Sephora, trying out the new Anastasia Impeccable Skin Foundation, the Charlotte Tilbury Beautifying Trend Super Neutral Palette, Kulfi Lip Oil Stain and Rose, as well as a new YSL blush, then make sure you click that video here. I'll see you there, down in the comments, and on here again next time.